News, my lovely, wonderful people. You will be shocked to find out what really is going on. Pressure now has mounted on President Tinubu to dump Akpabio, Godwin Akpabio, as the Senate president. And you'll be wondering what's going on. There is a silent matter being proposed and planned to ensure that Tinubu is quenched by the Senate, and some persons are beginning to say that this is being cooked together by Akpabio, and they are telling Tinubu this guy has to go. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. Information reaching us from the National Assembly is not looking good at all. Our extremely reliable source in Abuja says there is a silent war prevailing in the Senate. It has yet to come to the forefront, but it will come at some point. It is the battle raging on between the camp of the Senate president and some highly ranked members of the National Assembly. Concentrated efforts are being made by some concerned individuals to kill the bravery war, but the harder they try, the more likely it will degenerate into a full-blown conflict. And when it finally does, those who are in the know insist it may cost the current Senate President Godwin Akpabio. According to political observers, the situation, if not nipped in the bud, could very much show snipes in the works at the Senate, and President Tinubu, Godwin Akpabio, could be worse off for it. Within the walls of the National Assembly and outside of it completely. One of the hottest gists is the one that the Senate president and some senior members of the Senate are very angry with the leader. They are not pleased with him for many reasons, and one of them is that they do not like the way and manner Godwin Akpabio has been conducting himself since assuming office as Senate President. They are not pleased with the way he's been carrying himself around his colleagues and exhibiting shades of arrogance, and have not gone down well with members of the Senate, especially the high-ranking members, many of whom did not approve of Akpabio becoming Senate President in the first place. There are indications already looking forward to getting him indicted. He was imposed on us by President. Many of us did not support his emergence as the Senate President, revealed a member of the Senate, we have men who are more suitable for that position than Akpabio. We have senior members who are eminently qualified to lead us as the Senate President, but we have to obey the wish of Mr. President. He's our leader and we cannot go against his directive. When he picked him, we had no choice but to stay with this guy. Going by city people investigation, the decision and all that is prevailing between Akpabio's camp and the Yuri camp in particular is yet to disappear, even though on the surface it appears both camps have shaded their swords and embraced peace with oneness in the house, but beneath the surface lies a growing rivalry that may degenerate into something bigger in no distant time. Some members of the Senate are not happy with President Tinubu imposition of Akpabio on them as Senate President, said a top politician who chose to remain unidentified. They are looking for ways and excuses to ensure that Akpabio is out of the way. They are not happy he's there, as they do not work well with him. So this is what is happening in the Senate. People are trying their hardest best possible to ensure that Tinubu's imposition on them do not go any further. Apparently, we are hearing that now that Tinubu imposed Akpabio on them because he went around people telling them, make sure Akpabio gets the position. So while the vote was in place, Tinubu made sure, of that he picked his own team, the Senate president, and all that works with him in order for him to have a leverage and to have a say in what is currently ongoing. By the time he start releasing the request for borrowing, Akpabio cannot say no. He cannot say no. So these are some of the things that are going on, and every single person is beginning to really pay attention and wonder what next. Because as it stands at the moment, Ashiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu, senators are saying imposed Akpabio on them and they want him out. So these are some of the things currently, visiting and showing up in our faces, and we really sincerely do want the right thing to be done. So at the end of the day, nobody stays out there without really understanding all that is going on. Ashiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu had a great influence on what happened at the Senate, because he wanted the Senate president to be a particular person, someone that would be loyal to him, that would do his bidding. And of course, he got that. But there are other people within the Senate who did not really want his choice, and as such, are now working to ensure that, Godwin Akpabio makes a particular mistake that can be amplified. And you know what happened to this former Senate president from Kwara State. Yes, so that's what they want to do to him: impeach him, get him out of the way. And these are some of the plans in place. Well, it is what it is. Politics remain politics, where there are no permanent friends, there are no permanent enemies, they are just those with similar interests. And at that time where their interests are similar, they align. And outside that, everybody to your tent. Everybody goes to their own place. So these are some of the possibilities and things that are going on, and every single person can see that these things have become a real issue, and everybody is beginning to understand it, that Godwin Akpabio may not have been the people's choice, but imposed on them or not imposed on them, this is reality staring us all in the face. And if you want people to do well, you must also have to give them the liberty and opportunity to be able to contribute, their efforts in every way they possibly can in bringing that place, that dream and reality to fusion. So these are some of the things that have happened, and we can hear now that the Senate is somehow divided from within. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. God bless. Have a lovely and a fantastic day. Don't forget, you have a voice. Let us speak out against every abnormalities. God bless. Bye bye.